Number four, uh, a big, pet peeve with me, uh, big thing that I, advise all my coaching students is listen, if you're just in the training business, then you're just a manual worker. You're just selling time. See, training alone is just manual work. You go along for a certain period of hours every day or every day that you're hired, and you get paid for those hours. You don't make any more than the hours that you put in. This is one thing that you've got to start changing. Right. Got to build a back end. Most trainers have no concept of what a back end even is, let alone how to build one and start building one in their business. You've got to put a back end in there. You've got to, have either products to sell or consulting to sell or other things that you can sell to them that are not just time intensive things. Consulting is a really good one. I know for myself and from the people that I coach that you can make a lot more money consulting than you can training. So that's definitely a back end that you want to build. Next one is that they don't have multiple streams of income. You really need to set yourself up so that as a trainer, as a training company, you've got bits of income coming in from various sources. Now, this includes things like licensing. One of the biggest things that I've done is be able to license and franchise some of my things, which has enabled me to make money even when I'm not working, when I'm not training, when I'm not consulting. This is one of the things that I teach, my coaching students, and it's one of the things that I really try to impress upon them a lot, is that you need to set up multiple streams of income. Even if they're small income, small income at the start, that's okay. You want to get some things happening so that you're not just a manual worker. Last mistake that trainers make that I see time and time again is bad marketing. Is that they really do not know how to have good marketing. In fact, the majority of them don't even have any clear marketing strategy. When I start talking to them about, okay, what's your marketing strategy? They have no idea about what I'm talking about, and they have no idea about how they go about doing that for themselves, how they go about, planning their marketing and then executing their marketing. It amazes me how many trainers will print up a brochure and use the same brochure for 3 years straight and never think that, that's something that they should think about changing. This is one of the things that you really need to focus in on. The second mistake that they make in bad marketing is that their marketing is not targeted. They're simply using what I call the buckshot approach, as if they're, firing a buckshot from a shotgun and it sprays out there and they hope that it hits something. But the problem is, normally what happens is that it doesn't reach the companies that they want. The companies that they want, don't really pay attention to their marketing and don't really, end up talking to them or even, and hiring them later on. They're using too much of a hit and miss approach. In marketing, while it's important that sometimes you try things and sometimes that you test, so that's the second thing, next thing is that they're not testing enough. But more than that, you've got to get away from just hit and miss. You've got to start to become very targeted in who you're focusing on and then test. Start out with just marketing to 3 companies and test and see what works and what doesn't work. Once you start to know what works and what doesn't work, then you can start to use that for marketing to other companies, and you'll start to see patterns. See, for me, one of the, I've worked with a lot of telecommunications companies lately, and I've realized that they have certain patterns of what their problems are. And by me being able to focus in and target to those people and give them very specific, examples of, okay, these are probably the problems you're having. It matches what they are facing in reality, and then because of that, then they're suddenly interested in my services. Again, that's one of the things that establishes you as an expert. It's a really important thing that you need to be able to do that. Lastly, that they don't use any unusual styles of marketing. The majority of trainers, their marketing basically consists of their business card and, if they're lucky, some sort of brochure, and that's it. See, there are hundreds of different ways that you can do marketing, and there are many ways, that are far more productive and far more effective than simply, going out and meeting people, giving them your business card, and then setting up yourself, with a brochure or something like that. So marketing is a really big one. I hope, for you guys, I hope this has been useful to you, and try not to make these mistakes. Look out for coming up soon. I'm going to, put out some more videos especially for the coaching students, and I'll put some out for other people as well, so that they get to see, I'm going to a whole video about what I've been teaching lately with you, the expert, about, setting yourself up as an expert, so that suddenly you're the authority figure and that people come to you rather than you having to go to them. So that's another part of the marketing that I was just talking about, is you don't want to, best marketing is they come to you, not you go to them. And that can be engineered. There's many ways you can do that. Some other videos that are coming up are going to be branding yourself, and also how to build your followers. One of the key things as a trainer and in the training business and in the info marketing business, is you need to get a set of followers. You need to build up your list, so that you can then go back to the list and sell them products and sell them services. And that is a really important thing of building up your followers in companies as well, which I'll talk about in that video. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. Look out for the new videos coming out, and good luck in your training career.